name, please?
My name is Leah Bolger. I'm a retired Navy commander, and I am the chair of the World Beyond War organization. And World Beyond War is part of the new Coalition Against U.S. foreign military bases. The idea for this new coalition came from a man named Al Marder. Al is the president of the U.S. Peace Council, and the U.S. Peace Council is part of the World Peace Council, who have also endorsed this idea of forming a coalition. So the idea resonated with a lot of the prominent, well-known peace organizations, anti-war organizations in the United States. And Al's thinking was that even though there are hundreds, maybe thousands of peace organizations, anti-war organizations, that we don't always agree on every issue. There are some political issues we don't agree with, Palestine, Syria, but he thought that the closing of U.S. military bases is an issue that every one of us can get behind. And so, and that's true. And so these 13 groups all said, yes, absolutely, this is something we can focus on. And so the coalition was born. We got together, we've had a few meetings, but our first...
When was that?
When? Oh, I think it was about, I would say 5 months ago, something like that. Yeah. So one of our first meeting, we said, okay, what's our first action going to be, and how will people know about us? And we said, we'll have a conference. And so for the last 4 months or so, we've been recruiting experts on different geographic areas all over the world. We've had people come in from other countries and talk to us and explain about how these American military bases are affecting their environment, how they're affecting their quality of life, how they're affecting their fellow citizens or the local citizens, and just the overall idea that countries should not be occupied by the U.S. government, by the U.S. military. And we're tired. All of us in this coalition are tired of apologizing for United States oppression of the whole world, intimidation of the whole world. There are over 800 U.S. military installations all over the world in 172 countries. We have American troops. This is not right. This isn't like a hegemony. This is like occupying these countries. That a perfect example of how ridiculous this is. We have over 50,000 troops in Germany and over 50,000 troops in Japan. That's 100,000 Americans in 2 foreign countries. It's wrong. It's just wrong. So there's so many reasons, political and personal, why we should close all those U.S. military bases. On a personal note, as Americans, that would save our government about $150 billion a year. And that is money that we feel is wasted and could be so much better used on education, on childcare, on housing, on clean air, on disaster relief. We've had some major problems with hurricanes this year, thousands of people. Puerto Rico still only has half of their people have electricity. So we could have fixed all that stuff for a tiny fraction of the money that we spend on these bases. And so, and then of course the budget for the bases is only a fraction of what we spend totally. So all of the groups in our coalition are absolutely against the base closures. We're against war. We're against spending $1 trillion a year on killing people and destroying things and intimidating and provoking. It's just wrong. And if we want to make friends, if we want to have cooperation with other nations, if we want them to destroy their nuclear arms, we need to destroy ours. And we need to stop being a threat to the entire world.
So how many organizations have endorsed
Well, you know, I'd have to look at the website to see how many organizations have endorsed it. There are 13 organizations that are the original organizations. Yeah. But if you go to the website,
Okay, I will check it out.
noforeignbases.org, your organization can add on their name, and or individuals can also add their name.
Sure.
So we really want to build this, and we especially are reaching out to people who live in other countries who are subject to American occupation.
Okay. How many participants do you think you have so far
At the conference,
Yeah.
we registered 200 people. Yeah. So
That's what you expected, or you?
well,
This is very new. The conference.
yes. The first
theme
thing
is,
we did. Yeah.
I never heard of that before. So I'm so excited.
Yes. It's very exciting. And
Yeah.
people here who've listened to these expert speakers, we've heard nothing but positive comments about we're so excited that we can work internationally with our sisters and brothers around the world to push back against the United States.
Can you give a little short message to Hiroji and people in Okinawa?
Hiroji Yamashiro. We are so moved by the video we saw of your work, and we have heard directly from the Veterans for Peace activists who have come to meet with you and work with you, and you have 100% solidarity with us. We are not going to let you down. We will keep the pressure on our own government. We will keep coming to Okinawa to stand witness with what you're doing. It's so important, and it's not wasted, and together we can push back enough to close it. I really believe we can.
Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.